make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He gets away from one. Oh, he breaks another. He's still barreling through. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 72 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Derrick Henry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 51 yards. And the AFC able to stretch that big lead even further. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Rolling to his left. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The AFC went for it, and it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Cook now off the read option. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that's picked up by the AFC. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They begin with Henry. No gain on the play there, second down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else.
Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The AFC went for it, and it doesn't work out. And the NFC is going to get the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And luckily one of his teammates able to fall on it, so the NFC will hang on to the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and forever. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. The 30, 20, 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and an AFC touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Steps away to his left.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Patterson. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
from the 38. Rodgers, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And luckily, one of his teammates able to fall on it, so the NFC will hang on to the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. To return is Roberts. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. The big loss on 1st down leads to a tricky 2nd down. 18 yards to go. They'll roll him out right. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20, 10, 5, and he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he continues to lead the way for the AFC. Working from the gun, Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big.
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the AFC just continues to pour it on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. The ball comes out, and that's picked up by the AFC.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get
touchdown! Derrick Henry from 19 yards away. And the AFC able to capitalize on the fumble recovery as it leads to 6 points. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point.